Hi. Hi, so I'm Pierre, co-founder of Skipping Rocks Lab. And at Skipping Rocks Lab, we are an impact startup, and we're all about making packaging disappear. And we're basing this on natural materials and local manufacturing. When we started this company, we were looking at plastic bottles, plastic cups. We all use them every day, and we know that they are a huge burden on the environment. However, we're consuming more and more of them, and when we realized that by 2050 there's going to be more plastic than fish in the ocean by weight, we realized that there had to be another solution. So we created this. This is Ooho. It's a membrane that can encapsulate liquids such as water or the beverages. It's natural. It's very cheap to make. And because it's made from seaweed, it's actually biodegradable, and it's even edible. So, why do we use membranes rather than like a self-standing bottle? Well, nature uses membranes everywhere, from the egg yolk to our cells to fruits and vegetables. And it's a really efficient use of the material because it works in traction, not in compression. And the material that we use is extracted from seaweed, so it's called alginate, and it's an extremely renewable material. Some of the brown seaweed that we use grows up to 3 meters per day, so that's the fastest growing thing on the planet. And this technology actually has been around for 70 years. It was invented for making this kind of fish eggs, fake caviar, and we kind of like looked at it and we can push the material to actually become packaging. Obviously, there's some challenges. We are not competing with plastic bottles on every aspect. The shelf life is shorter. We have something that is actually a membrane, so we don't have a cap. But when you think about it, nature has the same kind of challenges. There's no cap on the fruit. So the way we think of solving this is by creating small sip-sized containers inside of a bigger skin that you can peel, made of the same material. And when you're finished with it, you can really dispose of it as if it was a fruit peel. At the moment, our estimations is that we can be 10 times more, like less impact on CO2 emissions, 11 times on the energy consumption. Of course, we don't create any waste. We've been working on this for a couple of years at Imperial College. My co-founder and I created this out of a master's called Innovation Design Engineering in Imperial College. A bit about myself: I worked as a packaging engineer for L'Oreal. I made millions of plastic bottles for shampoo and things like this, so I know a few things about this industry, and I know that it's going to take a really revolutionary approach to this problem. And we've put together a team of business developers and scientists at Imperial College to tackle this problem. So we've been working a lot on the technology, developing things such as peelable layers for hygienic reasons, pushing the limits of the material. But we've also been really close to the market. For the last 2 years, we've been selling in cafes in London, in events, testing different propositions, and really getting some great feedback from people. So the entry market for us seems to be quite obvious. This is outdoor events such as festivals, marathons, where there is a huge concentration of consumption in a very short period, which makes our technology very adapted. And more event organizers are very conscious about the actual impact of their events, so they're really on board with reducing the waste. We've been working on the manufacturing technology, and the great thing is that compared to plastic transformation technology, we have a much smaller solution, which means that we can actually think of local manufacturing. So what we think for events would be great is what we call the water truck. So it's kind of like a food truck where we just put our machine inside, and we can drive on the spot, create all our packaging on demand. We can even use the local tap water to reduce even more the impact by reducing how much transport the water has to go through, or other beverages. And it works perfectly with our short shelf life, so that it's produced on demand, people consume it quickly, and then there is no more waste. The economics are great. It's actually cost competitive with PET, which means that it's not just going to be for like eco-conscious people, but it can really become a mainstream solution. We think that the water truck can actually break even in 12 months, and later, we think that we can miniaturize this technology, entering the retail and the home space. We've been working with all of the main industry leaders who are really interested in this technology, and we're starting pilots with a couple of them. And so for the past 2 years, we've been, there's missing stuff here. We've been working on this, but at the moment we're raising our seed, and we think that it's going to be a great opportunity to test over the summer 2017 the water truck and strengthen our team. So if you're interested to take part in this reduction of plastic as a packaging solution, get in touch, and thank you very much.